You might think it would be hard working and traveling with your spouse all the time, but for the Grammy Award winners, the Tedeschi Trucks Band, somehow it just works. Joshua Maxwell has the story.
She went to Berkeley and has been in bands since she was 12. He is number 16 on the Rolling Stones Top 100 guitarists of all time. And together, they're blues rock super couple.
We met in New Orleans. It was the first show that we did. My band was opening for the Allman Brothers, and I met him actually at sound check that day. Him and O'Teal were out front. Got to hang out with them the whole summer, and we hung out the whole summer and then started dating.
Being married with 2 kids, music is a family affair for Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks, but it always has been.
You know, it's just always in the house. My parents always spinning records, and you know, my dad was around for the Fillmore East and all the great Allman Brothers shows, and so that was kind of, it felt like mythology at the time, but you know, the stories about going AWOL from high school and going to the Fillmore shows, and so it was always a big deal in my house. I wasn't really around the scene much, but once I started playing guitar, you start plugging into that stuff, and it's a small world once you start touring, even as a kid. So
my parents were both very instrumental in turning me on to a lot of great music. He actually used to go to all the Newport folk festivals, so we would see people like Muddy Waters, and then see people like, you know, some of Bob Dylan or somebody on the same kind of stage. So back then, he said there wasn't a huge difference between blues and folk, that they were all considered folk music.
Their second studio album together comes out on August the 20th.
But we're really proud of this record. You know, it's the second studio record we've done with the full 11-piece band, and it's I love the first record, but I feel like this one is quite a few steps ahead.
And their first album together won a Grammy. They're very meticulous about their sound and even release their albums on vinyl.
We spend a lot of time making our records sound the way we want to hear them, and a big part of that is the analog sound. And you know, we're home listening to music, that's the way we listen. So we want our music to be available that way. So we go pretty deep into it. You know, we make sure that the vinyl master is right, and then when we get it back from the manufacturing plant, it's right, and it's a process. Like
it's hard work.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people doing it anymore, so you have to quality control yourself, which is kind of hard. But you know, and we really believe in the, you know, listeners, that so many people listen on iPods and their laptop, which is fine, and that's how it's got to sound good that way. But we make our records hopefully where they sound good if you actually listen at home in front of 2 speakers, sit in the middle. So yeah, we do that because we care.
Again, the Tedeschi Trucks Band's brand new album, Made Up Mind, comes out on August 20th. And don't go away, we'll be right back.